I am not quite aligned with my times, but it'll stop in a minute. It's only got a few minutes left, and it is making part of the subscription box. So that's exciting. Let me just pull you all up so I can see all your comments as you get here, and to let you all know that I am in fact here. All the things. Because, there you go, laser just finished then. I am live. Bam. Alright. Now that I can see the comments, we are all good. I have decided that for my live with Sandra tomorrow, I'm going to make a vixen. I haven't thought any further ahead than that. I know the picture said Lola, but I do not know where my templates are. And I just can't be bothered printing out another one, if we're being very honest. Not feeling it. So, that's fine. I know the camera is reversed. Sorry about that. Happy New Year, Anna. Welcome, welcome. Ugh. So, I'm also running very low on bag foam, which is going to be a problem in like a week. I have ordered new stuff, but you know, it's not here. That's just how that goes. This is all I have left. So I will get my one bag and it'll be fine. Happy New Year, Deborah. This is all the bag foam I have left. Super frustrating. But like I said, I've ordered more. It gets here when it gets here. We're going to start by cutting the bag foam, which is very exciting. Also, for those that are not in my Facebook group, I am releasing something called a mythical box. So this coming year, for those that just aren't in my YouTube, in my Facebook, let's just start from the start. This year, I am releasing 12 patterns. I am going to have a very strict schedule with me and my testers. And I have decided on mythical creatures. So I have already named the 12, and then I got really into it. And so I am designing a limited edition box that represents the 12 creature bags that I'm going to do. Let me show you. This is what we have so far. There's still 4 more things to go in because Sandra and I just about 2 minutes ago decided on something else. So this is the box. It is all made by me. For those that are in the US, Sandra is making the exact same thing. I've sent it to her. And then when we open it, how amazing is this? You will get a whole bunch of stuff. This is not all of it. There's still a few more things, but I'll release them and show you as they're done. So point number 1 is I have custom made some bag charms. So this is the logo of the mystical box, and then I have done some beading last night. And so this is the bag charm that you will get attached to a little swivel clip, because everyone loves that. You will also get a tag with your name on it. This one is Sandra's. You will get a dozen stickers that are all the pictures of the box. You will also get a little pouch. I don't know why, but I'm so obsessed with this bag. It makes no sense. So in the bag, sorry about the rain, it's going to be like this for like ages. In the bag, you get a 12-pack of metal cards that are laser engraved with the logo, and then on the back are the 12 creatures. So they're all handmade by me, or in, you know, the US's case, handmade by Sandra. However, the bag charms I will be sending to Sandra in bulk, so they will actually all be made by me. So that just ensures that they are all, you know, the same, because beads are hard to match across continents. So yeah, we have 12 creatures. So we've got a unicorn, a harpy, siren, which is also a mermaid, centaur, fae, elf, selkie, griffin, fairy, goblin, wait, where's the goblin? Goblin, phoenix, Pegasus. And so then on top of that, you also get 12 DTF in full color, which is the 12 pictures of the box. So you get all the creatures in a DTF, and the DTF in inches is about 5 by 3 1/4, because that's what fits in the box, with a 1/4 inch seam allowance to make it easy to peel off. So when you get your box, I will have them in order of month. So the top one will be the first pattern, and so on and so forth. We are also going to have a little book. Sandra and I have decided on adding a fun little magnet. You will get a custom pen, but I'm waiting for those to show up in the mail. And you will get 12 sew-in bag tags to put in your bags that are magically themed. And so most of it, if not all of it, will fit in the box. I don't know about the pen. The pen might have to come separate, like next to it. But still, if you're having a notebook, you have to have a pen. It's just a rule. So the notebooks will have a wooden cover that has this on it, all the things, and that's what it'll be. So in Australia, I am selling these for $100. There will only be 20. The pre-order is open. I have already sold 6 or 7. So there's, you know, less than 15 left. I have started making all of these. I've got them all cut out around the house. I just can't stain them with it pouring rain, unless I want my house to smell like stain. I'm trying to decide on that. So the tags can be made for anything. They don't have like the names Pixie and stuff. They've got things like forged in thread. And you know what? I can show you one set. I have one set. I know this is going to be mirrored. Sorry about that. So they're just little sewing tags. This one says needle bound. And then we've got crafted after dark. And then we've got forged in thread. I don't know why, that one's my favorite. Forged in thread. And mystically sewn. So you will get those 4 sayings in 3 different color sets of tags. And the idea is that you stitch between that line and the edge. So we've left you like a stitch box to help you sew them on the best you can. So you'll get 12. So you'll get 4 of these, 4 in black, 4 in brown. And now I'm probably going to tie them up with some twine, I think. I don't know, we'll see. But you get those in the box as well as a notebook and a pen and a magnet. I'm making the magnets, so I am pretty much making everything. So Sandra, whatever I'm making, Sandra is pretty much making, except the DTF she'll have to get printed locally to her. But apart from that, we're all making everything. You got your box ordered. Congratulations. I got brown twine with like a gold through it somewhere in my house. So I thought I might just like wrap them up in 12 packs in twine. And if that's too tall, I'll do them in color blocks. We'll see. It's a problem for not right now because I haven't cut them all. Ugh. We also need the bin. I always forget to bring my bin. Happy New Year to everybody that has just come in after my little rant about the box. I am so excited about the box. So anyway, I'm hoping to get all the tags cut for my boxes today, and I want to try and get all of the notebooks. I'm going to have to stain the notebooks because my brain likes continuity. It'll be fine. And again, I don't think I can stain today because it's going to stink out the house if it's inside. And with the rain outside, it's the wrong moisture content in the air, and I don't think it'll work properly, and I don't want to wreck them all. So, you know. I've sprinkled some crafting pixie dust. Oh, love that. So yes, they do say that what you do on the 1st of the year, like on the 1st of January, whatever you do today is what you're projected to do all year. So I would like to do crafting and videos, and so here we are at 8:30 in the morning doing a video. Now, if you missed the intro of this video, I am running very low on craft foam. I will probably only get this one bag until such time as more craft foam arrives in the mail. I mean, or I could go to Spotlight and maybe buy some if we get desperate enough. But I do have a couple of gym bags that I have to make, so they don't require craft foam. I've got to make at least 2 for custom orders. I would also like to have some for my website. It's on my list of things to get to, like everything else. Now, the reason we're cutting foam first is lots of reasons, but mainly because I don't know what fabric to use yet. I have 2 cutting boards to do tomorrow. Oh, that sounds fun. No, I'm not cutting Lola. I am not cutting Lola. I am cutting Vixen because I don't know where my Lola pattern pieces are in the world. So we're making Vixen instead. I was going to cut Lola, but the templates have just poof from existence. So we've moved on. I really am the worst for following rules. I know. Right, we have a tub. I had to empty another one. We just ignore the mess I put on the floor. It's fine. So I'm cutting Vixen, not Lola. It's okay if we sew different bags, Sandra. So long as we're sewing together. Aww. Right. Across the top. And I'm not using the rotary cutter just because I don't feel like it. And you can't make me, is pretty much how that goes. And even though I don't have a lot of foam left, I am still trying to, you know, keep as much for the next project as possible. I don't keep those weird corners, there's no need. Like, and I won't keep that bit, that's good for nothing. But, you know, I like to play Tetris and use up as little as possible. It's a good habit to be in. I do understand it takes longer to do it, but it saves you money in the long run because this stuff is expensive. It's like $30 a meter at Spotlight. She has me working day and night, night and day. I do not have you working day and night. I don't have to sew a Lola. You can sew a Lola and I will sew this. It'll be fine. Don't overthink it, lovely. It'll be fine. We all know that I am prone to change my mind consistently, yes? I feel like we all know that to be true, and I'm just obsessed with my Vixen pattern. What are you gonna do? So for those that are following along with the magical journey of my patterns and their names, Pixie is just going to be, the whole pattern is 3 pattern pieces. Now that's not to mean to say that it's crazy easy. It gets a little bit kind of bendy, but it's only 3 pieces. It has binding. I am determined to make everybody love binding. Has binding. It's the only hardware you need is a zipper. That's it. It's just like a case, like a carry-all case, because we are stepping into January organizing our lives, and what better way to do that than with a case? It's like a zipper pouch, but it's not a pouch. It's like a structured moment. You can use bag foam or you can use fusible fleece. It depends on your materials and how stiff you want them. I'll be moving my craft room in the next 2 months. Ooh, 3 times bigger means more machines. That's literally how my brain does maths for these things. Now I am going to use the outer panel and have my bag foam in the seam allowance. You don't have to do this. Do I want to do it in the seam allowance? Nah, maybe we'll do it the proper way. I really have no idea what bag I'm building at this point. It's going to surprise us all. So my pattern release box is on my website and Sandra's pattern release box is on her website. Like I said, there's only 20 available, so if you want one, I would be getting in sooner rather than later. Because I've based all of my purchasing on the 20 boxes, not including mine. Obviously I get one, so technically 21. It'll be fine. I actually should probably go and set the limit on my website. I haven't done that yet. I mean, if you all buy it in the next, before the end of this video, and I get to over 20, I promise I will honor it. It'll be fine. So we've both got them on the website. The reason we're doing it like this is because postage and tariffs to America from Australia is a lot. But I am sending Sandra a box. I actually technically sent her a box for Christmas, and it didn't clear customs, and I have no idea why. I have to go into the post office and ask them and see if I get my refund, because it cost me like $70 to post, and it didn't even make it. Quite offended about that. Anyway, I gotta go into the post office and get onto that, and then I will add in all of the bag charms, so they'll show up as well. Okay, that's the bag foam done. So I'm gonna take all of my foam pieces and put them back on the ring. I love these rings. They're so handy. Right, and that way we've just got less pieces. There's a lot of pieces going on. You will get your box. I'm not sending it. It just got rejected, and I don't understand why. What is that? That is not this. That's Trolloc. I'm like, that looks the wrong size. It is. That's Trolloc. It's in the wrong container set. Whatever. You will get your box. It'll be fine. Okay. Now the question becomes, what bag do I actually want to make? I haven't really thought it through. I will be doing the accent that I created. There is a video, if you go back far enough, of me creating this accent. But basically what you do is you get some paper that's the same width, and then you trace the bottom edge, and then I cut it in half, and I folded it in half, and then I drew a shape, and then copied it, and then bam, shaped. Unfortunately, it is starting to peel, so I should probably make one out of wood, but it's not today's problem. So, things I have to use up. I am trying to use up fabrics that I possess. And my brain has thought, what about if I do everything opposite to the way I normally do it? So one would go there, put your finger, make sure it's going to reach, and one would go there, and I can put this at the top of a bag instead of the bottom half, because let's be different, you know? Except I would want to have at least a little strip of that. So what if I did that? I'm wondering if it matters if this is scented. I don't think it will. So I think we're going to do this on the outside. I haven't really thought about inside fabrics yet, but we will make something work like I always do. Tori, you won't get a refund for the parcel not clearing customs. Ah, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. So bye-bye $70 of my life. Oh well, what do you do? That definitely sucks. But thank you for letting me know. Now I won't waste my time going out in the rain to check on these things. I don't like this pen. It's the wrong ballpoint size. It's not my jam. It also just occurred to me, I forgot to put, this is not a good start to 2026, people. I forgot to put my microphone in. Remember how I bought a microphone to use? I already forgot. Good job, brain. Good job. Whee! I'm really quite happy I'm using this up. So 2026 for me is all about hoarding less. Now I know that there's a running joke that everybody, like, who dies with the biggest hoard wins. I have decided I would actively like to lose that game, because When I pass away, whoever's left with it will not understand the gloriousness of what I have curated, so I would much prefer to just use it. And that way, if there's something new, I don't feel bad about buying it because I'm gonna have space to hoard it in my house. So 2026 for me is all about using stuff up. Now, I don't know if you remember this fabric, but I have had this fabric since Puckapunyal, which was like 3 odd years ago. It is time to try and use it all up. I regret nothing. You could call Ozpost and ask them. Yeah. It had a QR code sticker, and then when I clicked it, it was just generic, so it didn't really help. But anyway, it's fine. Pretty. It's gonna be a nice bag. Not everyone's into the pirate thing, and you know what? That's okay. I actually think I might have fish fabric here somewhere in like this pale blue color. That would work out really well for the inside. I could also do classic red and white stripes. Even though there's no red on here, it would still feel very piratey. There is also a good chance that when I finish cutting this out, my brain's going to have crazy ideas and we're going to do like some extra stuff. Very good chance of that because that's how my brain's running at the moment. Full tilt. Okay. In a perfect world, I'd get 2 of them, but I don't think that's going to happen because I could put that down the bottom. No, not gonna happen, guys. That's okay. So what I'm gonna do is grab a ruler and a rotary cutter and cut 3/4 inch strip. A literal strip. All the way along with the fabric. Or vinyl, whatever. Vinyl's still a type of fabric, I guess. This is going to be part of my handles so that they're all, you know, matching. I usually do a 1/2 inch. Apparently today I feel like 3/4. What are you going to do? I know it looks like I'm cutting it crooked, but it's actually just sitting crooked. Very different life problems. So that will be my 2 handles, well, accents on the 2 handles. And we're getting really close to not being able to do much else here. Maybe I could like applique this guy. We might do that. If I hold it this way and kind of have him on an angle, that would be fun. Yep, we're doing that. So, you need fancy scissors. These are my favorite little scissors that I have ever purchased. They have never been sharpened in their life. They are class A. They are slightly hooked. I bought them for like less than $10 at Spotlight. They are my favorite little scissors. We're gonna cut this off. This is because it's been rolled up so long. Usually you can get that out if you roll it the reverse way and then just kind of, I don't know what this is called, but do this. Bam, look at that. Better. Is it perfect? No, but definitely better than it was. I like my curve to face inward. And then we're just gonna cut with a border, and I'm gonna eyeball it because, you know, it's who we are. Who I am, at least. I am an eyeballer. I already have decided we're doing bronze hardware on this, unless I have the perfect pirate ship zipper in a colored hardware. Has been known to happen. This is going to be a bitch to sew, but we're going to do it, and I should not have said that on camera. Whoopsies. go. You can tell when I'm concentrating, I talk less. Around the curve. How fun is that for a cute little patch on the front? And then it'll match this vibe at the top. Patch, solid color, bam. Love it. You could also cut out this bit if you wanted to. Or the wheel. You know what? We're doing the wheel. We're going to put this on the slip pocket inside the bag. Apparently 2026 is the year of excessive touring. Are we mad about that? I don't think so. Right, sew that on the little pocket. I like it. Is there anything else here? I mean, we could do 2, but that's too much. And I think that's all we're going to get out of that. The rest of that I am going to set aside and see. I don't think there's anything else I can do with that. That's not long enough for a wristlet strap. Ugh, and I've cut off the tail of the shark, otherwise we would have tried to cut him out. It's time for dinner. Enjoy! I'm going to throw that out officially. There is nothing more to be done with it. Except maybe this piece. I could get the captain guy on the other side of the slip pocket. Yes. Because I don't like to waste things. Fussy cutting wastes stuff, but sometimes it does make the bag so much better. So we're doing it anyway. But if you get to the end of the roll like this, don't just be defeated. You should challenge yourself to try and use it up like I am. There really wasn't very much wastage. Okay, so now that I've done that, bring back a piece, any piece, because we now need to match our blue. I do have fish scales, but they kind of look more like dragon scales. So even though the colours do match, I don't know if I want to use this with pirates. I think he's more dragony. Never fear, I have a lot of vinyl here. Oh, that rhymed. Ha! Didn't even mean to do that. Okay, so option, no. That's already a no. That one's green, so all of my greens and blues live together. Nope, 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 pretty nope. I've got this, which while it doesn't perfectly match, it's still got the right vibe. That's green. That's the one I'd like, but I don't have enough. But I don't hate the turquoise. What I do hate is the temperature. I'm gonna go put the air conditioner on because it's getting really hot in here. I do think that that would look cool. It's very oceany blue. Although I thought I had another one. Whew. It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. Alright, we're just going to do this colour. It's sold. So, I like to keep a straight edge on all of my vinyls. It's an unwritten rule. Now because I did this at the top, we need to do this at the bottom. So hot. If I wasn't on camera, I'd be taking my pants off right now. Cut out my underwear. This is not printed. If you're doing a printed bottom half, you want to get the bottom of this lined up. It'll just look more deliberate. But because this is, oh no. We're starting 2026 with dead, oh no, there we go. Dead pens, never a good plan. Okay. those two. Now, we're going to do the long one next because it'll fit. Could I use a rotary cutter and ruler? Yes, but I don't feel like it. And usually when I try and make myself do something I don't feel like, I stuff it up. So we're not doing that today. I'm just going to use good old-fashioned scissors. For anyone that wants to sew along tomorrow, the live will start about the same time as this one did. On my channel. So if you want to join in tomorrow and sew along with Sandra and I, Sandra is making the Lola by Swoon, which to be honest is a much quicker bag than this one. This one's got a lot more pieces going on. Alright, that one goes there. This one can go this way, right there. So again, I try to use up as little as possible. And I don't need that piece for the outside. So that's all of my outsides except for my handles and strap connectors. Not bad at all. So again, it is probably quicker to rotary cut things. I just don't want to. And you can't make me. Whee! So what we'll have to do is sew the outside, then tomorrow during the live, we'll have to sew it on and then iron the foam onto the back. Actually, I could probably just sew it in because I didn't do it in the seam allowance. I did do it in the seam allowance, I mean. See? Perfect. I didn't know I was going to do that at the time, but I love this. Hi, Tracy. Welcome, welcome. We are prepping tomorrow's live that I'll be doing with Sandra. I am, of course, making a Vixen. Even though the pretty cover says a Lola, I was going to do a Lola. Can't find my pattern pieces. So we switched. Which probably worked out for the best because I just used up a scrap of vinyl. I'm feeling really good about that. It's the year of just hoarding less because under this desk is 2 shelves full of vinyls and fabrics, and I personally have decided that that is too much. So I would like to have less hoarded, that is. And then that way I can just feel inspired, go to a fabric shop and splurge on something. Or not feel bad doing pre-orders online because, you know, there's space to put it when it arrives. Because doing pre-orders, you tend to want to buy lots to make the postage worth it. At least we do that in Australia. I also have my beautiful glow-in-the-dark emo vinyl from Brymax that I got in my box right before Christmas. For those that are interested in her boxes, I think she still said she's got a few left. Last time I spoke to her, she definitely had one of the horror boxes. I don't know if it's been sold or not by now. But there's a cute book one and a geometric one with like splotches and shapes that I really liked. All the options. Oh, I've bruised, I don't know if you can see this. See how that's all red? I have bruised my hand from all the beading I did yesterday. So about a quarter of the way into what I was doing, I went online and I found a fancy pair of pliers that I have purchased, they're just not here, that will stop this happening in the future. Because I see a lot of bag charms in my future, like a lot. I have some plans. I will be doing a video on it. For anyone that has a laser, like just a normal diode laser, I made glorious bag charms with it. That and some paint. Turns out it wasn't even that hard, and it's made me weirdly happy. And so now some of my like some of my bags will come with a bag charm when you purchase it, because why not? And then I might have a rack of bag charms and straw charms that you can purchase. That's one of my twisty things for the next year. I've got about a month to worry about this, so it's not today's problem. I don't know why I just put that away. Ow. The redness is really sore, by the way. Also, we have, me and my husband have been discussing it. I may be allergic to the cat. I really hope not. And even if we are, I'm not getting rid of him. He just might have to be banned from down here. I always seem to have really itchy eyes lately, which is not great. And I'm sneezing a lot more than I normally do. And my legs are itchy. And I'm really hoping it's not an allergy to the cat, because the cat has decided I'm its person. And that would just be rude. I'm cutting 2-inch strips because we're doing 1-inch handles. I need to find a chair for my sewing room. Don't look at it in a bad way. Okay, we need 2026. We are changing the way we think about things to enjoy life more. It's not, ugh, I have to find a chair. It's, oh my God, what's the coolest chair I can find? Because you could get one that lights up. I might even get one that lights up this year. My current chair is a $10 job, secondhand from Buy, Swap and Sell. I don't love it, I don't hate it. It's better than just like a wooden chair. I like that it's swirly. I love twisty chairs because, again, I'm a giant child and enjoy the little things in life. So I love a twisty chair. But like you could go to the shop and like try out chairs, see which one suits your personality, see which one is the most comfortable, invest in your posture. It's important. Should be an exciting going shopping for something for your hobby that you love should be super exciting. I get excited. All right, that's my handles. How big's this? Perfect. That's one. We need 3 more of them. And I'm getting a smaller ruler because life's easier with a smaller ruler. I love my rulers. I know I say that all the time, but I genuinely love my rulers. They be awesome. Really not feeling the rotary cutter today. I know it's best to do these with a rotary. Does not make it more enjoyable just because I should. That's 3. These are going to be the strap connectors, if you're wondering. I need to get one that doesn't make my back hurt. Exactly. So you need to go to like a shop that sells chairs and sit in them all. Make it a fun experience instead of a chore that must be completed. You'll probably love your chair more if you do. It won't just be a chair, it'll be the sewing chair. And then you get decals and either put stickers or HTV all over them, like I did with my last green sewing chair. Do you guys remember my chair? I mean, it died because of the floods. It got all mold in it and there was no getting it out of inside the fabric, and I didn't want to be sick, so I had to throw it out. But up until that point, I ironed my logo on the back. I painted all of the stitching that was white into green with a Posca paint pen. I had fun designing that chair. These days, you can get chairs that have lights, and we all know that I am ridiculous enough to do that. Like, I need to get new plates for our house, but I'm not buying boring plates this time. I have decided to get, like, loud, outrageous plates, because why not? Okay, so that's all the vinyl, I think. Did I miss any vinyl, people? You're all watching, probably more intently than I am. I think that's everything. I've got strap connectors, I've got handles. I don't put a crossbody strap on this bag. So I think we're good. Ow. Oh, it really hurts, guys. I've stopped beading. I'm going to stop beading for a day or two until that feels less blah. But everybody will get one, and Sandra and I are aiming. Well, I'm aiming for the 16th. Sandra might have to wait a little bit longer because of the dangle charms, because I can't get more acrylic until all the shops open back up on the 5th. So I've got to wait 4 days for the acrylic, then I have to make them and then package them and send them. So we could be waiting a hot minute, but we are trying to get them done as quickly as possible, which probably means that I'm going to bring the stain into the house and just block off the downstairs. It'll be fine. So I do have fishy fabric. Don't ask me why I have fishy fabric, because I genuinely cannot tell you. It is a bit fabulous. The question becomes, if I fold this in half, can I get all the pattern pieces out of it? And the reason we fold it in half is because we need 2 of everything, and this is a good way to map it out before cutting or drawing, because I'm lazy. So if we put that all the way at the top, and then we grab this and put that, and then we need 2 of those, so that'll fit there. See, we're not going to get it all. So we need to decide, do I want the main panels to be fishies and then do a solid, and then, so these could be different. These could be like an accent slip pocket. You need some witch hazel to bring out the brush bruising. I have witch hazel. I have a bottle of it in my, I use it as a face toner. I have witch hazel. I can put one there. And one there. Alright, I think I'm going to get this if I play Tetris, but my slip pockets and my Tory pocket will have to be a different fabric. So before I go cutting, we should find what that's gonna be. Oh my god. How cool is this? I have no idea what I've had this for so long. It was a really cool idea. It's waterproof canvas, but it's so see-through. You can't tell, but it's weirdly see-through, so I just haven't used it. Hoarding things. So now we have this as an option. So this could be my slip pocket, if it fits. See, look at me using up stuff. This could totally be a slip pocket. Will it fit the Tory pocket is the last question. I have ordered a new Tory pocket with the right size hole, ladies and gentlemen. I could maybe even go see my friend who has a laser and cut this as a 1/2-inch hole. Okay, no Tory pocket. Not big enough. 1, 2. I can at least get the slip pocket. I'm seriously on a roll to like, and then we can put that there because that's fun. And then it matches the outside. It's got the whole right vibes going. Hi, Shelley. It hurts so much. Okay, so slip pocket out of that. And then Tory pocket could be anything. You know what? We're going to deal with that later because it doesn't even matter right this second. Where's the pen gone? Just like that, I've made too much mess. Ugh. cut off the fluffy bits. Nobody wants the fluffy bits. Oh, stop it. Oh look, there's a blunt spot in my rotary cutter. Ask me how I know. Alright, one. Put this all the way up. Oh, I absolutely will make that work. Two. So that's that piece done. Where is the loop? Somewhere I have all the pattern pieces. This is my attempt at being organized, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever feel bad if you live in chaos. I seem to be constantly in a state of it, and I enjoy it. Possibly because I'm insane, but like, whatever. It's totally fine. Alright, all the way over, up against there, around, and around. One. In the tub. Having the tubs is super handy. If you don't have tubs, that's totally fair, but you need something. A tray, a box, like a cardboard box would work. Just a random box, and then you should make it pretty so that nobody accidentally throws it out, but also so it's enjoyable to look at when you want to make a pattern. Is it potentially a waste of time? Maybe. But you might also really enjoy it. After my handmade Christmas, I've decided to like fully embrace and enjoy all the random mundane things that I have and make them beautiful. Like spice jars. I am on a mission to find properly sealable spice jars. The ones that you get from the shop are not actually fully sealable, so a lot of my spices go like hard in the jar, which is so annoying. So I'm on a mission, and it's not like an urgent mission, but I am going to find some lovely ones, and either, if they're plain, decorate them with fabulous Tories Apothecary stickers, or get ones that are awesome shapes. Alright. It's really enjoyable to trace that curve. I know I'm insane, but still, stand by my sentence. That was fun. That piece is done, so we can again add it into here. I like to eliminate pieces. See, we can get rid of this one because we don't do that on the inside. And I can hang my accent that I made of cardboard. This is starting to die, but to be fair, it is 3 years old. And it's not like I am gentle with it or anything. Right. But no, I'm really having fun with this mythical collection. Mythical, sorry. And I just love all the artwork. I really am considering getting like a giant shirt and putting all 12 designs on a shirt. And be like, bam! And then I was like, oh, I could put one on each month until the shirt's full at the end of the year. But we all know that I'm far too impatient for that. It's a great idea. It's not going to happen. We need to know our limitations, and my patience is definitely a limitation. Lol, I have you on my TV today, and in comes hubby. He says, wow, you should take note how she throws her scraps away. Throwing scraps is a personal thing, and hear me out as to why. If hubby's listening, if she doesn't throw out her scraps, perhaps she's a quilter, because quilting, you can do like 2.5-inch squares. What I would suggest though is if you are having scraps, you should pre-cut them and have them in a box, and then when you're ready to use them, and otherwise they are out of the way and not taking up lots of space. Or you can get lots of little tubs and then color block them to make your brain happier. It's not so much about throwing out. I'm throwing this out only because it's too small to do anything else that I personally make. But like, I've seen some people keep the selvage edge of all of their fabric and make a selvage edge quilt. Like, people like what they like. There's no like rubbish. I know that probably looks big to a lot of you, but I make nothing this small. Nothing. So I don't need to keep it because it'll just sit here being shoved around for 2 years until I crack it and throw it out anyway. So I'm just skipping the drama part. I am keeping intentional stuff. Anything that's big enough to make, the smallest thing I make is a pocket pal by Lynn's Handmade, that cute little wallet. So anything that can't be used for that goes in the bin. We're not hoarding things we don't need, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're here on my channel waiting for me to make another quilt, I did that once, we are not doing it again. That was a mission. I love my quilt, but I hate quilting. And yes, I could pay someone, but then the quilt goes from like a cheap, fun experience to a very expensive piece of fabric. Because quilting here is like $4 an inch. And you think how big quilts are. That's like $200 just in the quilting part, not including fabric. And that's why I don't do it. That's too much. We're missing like a whole inch. But this piece I'm keeping because that right there is the lining to a pocket pal. See, I don't throw out all my scraps. We're fine. Just most of them. But now we've got that, I'm going to just put that aside because it's not done. Also, for all of those of you who have come in later in my video, does anybody, please comment, does anybody not know about the mythical box? I know I've been harping on about it a lot lately, but it's exciting. And I'm a child. Does anybody not know what a mythical box is in relation to me? If not, I will go through it again. And if you do know and you've been following along, did you see I have now made the customized sewing tags? All of this is being designed by me and or Sandra, by the way. It's going great. Okay, that's another piece done. Another one bites the dust. We might even get a Tory pocket out of this. All right, let's pretend that that's going to go there. Nah, see? Damn it. Such a cool idea. And yet, no cigar. But still, I have eliminated 2 pieces of stuff today. 1 vinyl, 1 fabric. I'm feeling good about this. This is a good start to the year. Use up your scraps. Get rid of them all. I would like to come up with something that's small, like the Devon pouch, but not the Devon pouch. It's not on my list of planned things this year, and yet we still might do it. I love the bag charm. Oh my god, isn't it amazing? Have you seen the tags? These are the newest things I made right before I came online. So they're going to be mystically sewn, forged in thread. I know this is backwards to you, but just bear with me. Crafted after dark. I really like that one for really random reasons. And needle bound. They sound magical and glorious. So all the bag charms will be made by me and then sent to Sandra. So every one of the boxes will have something made by Tori, if that's important to you. And if not, too bad, it's happening anyway. Mainly because it's really hard to find the same beads across continents. And I wanted them to be the same, not similar. So I figure I might as well just make them all. And yes, I could send the supplies to Sandra and make her make them, but I'm quite enjoying myself, minus the giant palm bruise. And that's just because I don't really have the right tools. I have ordered one. It was $25 for a pair of pliers, and I have purchased it because it is going to make future bag charms much easier. Because I'm adding it to my repertoire. After I made the acrylic charm, I am very obsessed. And I wish I had more black acrylic right this second because I absolutely want to make more. It's fun. There will be a video on how to do it as soon as I get more black acrylic. For anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about and you came in late to the party, look at the bag charm. It's got resin on top so that the paint won't come off. I've done the beading, all the things. It's just pretty. And then we should all add our own extras to it. I had so many thoughts. I was gonna put a feather because there's a lot of like winged creatures. There's a griffin, a harpy, a pegasus, lots of winged creatures, right? Phoenix. But I feel like the feather would get crushed in the box, and I couldn't find any feathers that felt magical enough. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's just how it is. So I have cut the first color for everyone's set. After this video, I will be putting in the other two colors, and then I'm probably going to start staining the boxes so I can start building them. Because I can do the HTV whenever I feel like. It's the beauty of having the machine in the house. And I don't want to print them all off right now because I'll just have piles, more piles of crap everywhere. So I need the boxes to put all the stuff in. And the custom name tag ones will go in last so that I know who I'm sending it to. And I will send them out in order of being purchased. Most of it will be made all at once. But there will be pens. I just haven't decided if it's going to have a saying or your name. I feel like a saying is fun because I have some thoughts on that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, rubbish because I'm not a quilter. If anybody is locally a quilter and you want to come pick this up for free, you can do so because it's only sitting on the top of paper in my bin. That is your choice, but I am not hoarding these things. Unnecessary. I have a friend that cuts everything into 2.5 strips and has it in a box, but she also makes quilts, so it makes sense to her. It doesn't make sense for me. And I mean, I could make a quilted something. Alright, so that's all of that, except for a Tory pocket. We need a Tory pocket, so let's see what else is in my waterproof canvas box. It's not going to be seen, so it's not a huge deal what it's made of, or the color, but I like waterproof canvas. So let's see if I've got any blue. Probably not. So let's go with charcoal. It's only a Tory pocket. I gave my scrap to charity shops. I'm not sure that anybody in town takes them. I'm also going to forge ahead with at least one charity sewing project this year for anyone that wants to potentially join along with that. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I have not decided. But maybe something for the nurses? Or maybe something for like a retirement home? I don't know. Just give back. Because it's fun. Might come up with a free pattern to give away for such a thing. Just depends on where I go first. Alright, one Tory pocket. And this is how we get into a mess. We want it all to go back to the way it was. This would be much easier if I wasn't on a live, funnily enough. I could go do it on the floor or something. Right, better. We're going to intentionally put stuff away as we go. I feel like I'm doing pretty well on that today. And then we need our lining interfacing, which for me is this medium non-woven iron-on. Different people like different interfacings. If you've done a waterproof canvas, you don't need interfacing. So I need that, and that. Line her up. Again, I'm going to trace it with my pen because the rotary cutter kind of hurts my hand a little bit at the moment, which is not fun. This is also why I never cut off these weird shapes and make it a straight edge. It's wasteful, and we get so much more if we do it this way. It's slower to have to cut it and measure it, but it's hurting my hand less, so we're doing that anyway. Also, me and quitting Red Bull didn't happen. I did for like a bit, and then it's part of my ritual for making patterns, and I didn't mean for it to be such a strong part of my ritual, but I literally need a Red Bull and salt and vinegar chips to concentrate and write a pattern. And I understand that that sounds ridiculous, but that's just my brain. And so we're back on the Red Bull. Whatever. It's my one super bad habit in life. I am no saint. It's fine. Red Bull. Okay. Oh, I should have done the other one there. Oh well, too late now. Line her up. Trace around. Whee! And yes, I really did just make that noise on camera, live for the universe. Tell you what though, it makes cutting interfacing more fun if it comes with sound effects. You should try it. You might be pleasantly surprised. I'm only mildly insane, I swear it. Schools sometimes like fabric scraps. I can definitely ask the school when they open, do I want to hoard it from now till then? Not really. It's still weeks off. It's food shopping day for us today. Not super keen. Hate driving in the rain. Not because I'm driving in the rain, but because a lot of other drivers on the road don't know how to drive in the rain. Some of them will do like 40 in an 80 zone. Some of them won't put their lights on. Don't be that person, ladies and gentlemen. Put your lights on in the rain. We can see you better. Chop that bit off. That bit's useless. Happy New Year! Welcome, welcome. I make fun noises too. See? And how much more enjoyable is it to cut the boring stuff with fun noises? But we need to stop thinking of cutting as cutting. It's not cutting. That's not what I'm doing right now. Right now, I am designing. Change it in your brain. When you tell people what you're doing today, be like, what are you doing? Not cutting a pattern, you're designing a pattern. You're designing a new bag. The words help make it feel more magical. And I don't care how crazy I sound. It'll work, I promise. Look how much joy I get out of it. Okay, I'm probably a bad example. I get joy out of everything. Even though my hand is killing me, I had so much joy from making bag charms for you guys. Happy New Year! For those that don't know, in Australia, it is the new year. I am in the future. And the new year so far is looking good. I'm going to play a lot of music today because they say what you do on the 1st of January is what you do all year. So I would like to concentrate more on music and less on movies and more on videos and content. I'm going to try to be better this year at like all the content because I make so much craft stuff and you guys just kind of see the tail end, whereas I'm going to try and record a lot more of my craft stuff. They might be a lot more shorts. I don't know if you guys are into like 10-minute or less videos, but like a lot of my laser stuff is going to be shorter 10-minute videos instead of the 2-hour long sewing projects, because not all of you have 2 hours to listen to me rant. I understand. My child broke my scissors. I'm going to get a new pair this year, except these are the ones that I lasered with the horror dudes. I don't really want to give them up. I'm going to have to. I just don't want to. Just means I'll have to do it again, won't I? Except this time I'm going to get it to come out white like this. Because I now know the difference. Me and my experience of experimenting, I understand how they did this compared to this. This was high power low. This is medium power fast. I've also, since I put it out in the universe last year that I want a DTF machine, this year I'm going to put out in the universe that I want an easy to use 3D printer. We're putting it in the universe. Start of the year, make it intentional. Alright. So, now I'm up to the ironing. I don't know if you guys want to watch that. Do you guys want to hang around and watch that? It'll be from a distance because this thing's attached to like the framework. I can't really move you closer. I can tilt you so you can see what I'm doing, but otherwise it's literally just ironing the interfacing on. I have to move the laptop because it was sitting on top of Candy. Oh, Candy's not plugged in. Why is Candy not plugged in? I could tell you why, because I had the iron out. Me and my creepy feet can just pick things up. Please know that I don't want a 3D printer just to print bowls. As much as I can do that, I want to make things like hair. Did anybody see my dragon skull where you stab it through the eyes and it's a hair clip? I want to make stuff like that. I want to make bag charms that glow in the dark. We absolutely would get glow in the dark thread, is like filament. Feels like a rule. What else would I make with it? I would make charms to hang off my zippers. I would make, I don't know what else, but stuff like that. Little things that still bring me joy. One thing I would try if I ever got a 3D printer, I want to do, have you guys seen the UV color changing filament that they print onto like tulle to create fabric that sparkles? Very specific. I would make a fairy corset because this year, oh my god, this year, I believe they're going to have another like Ren Fair in Townsville, and I would make that so I could wear it to there and some bags out of it, obviously. You would just get lots of Lilo and Stitch themed things, Sandra. You're easy. Lilo and Stitch and you're happy. Life is good. But those are the kinds of things that I would do with a 3D printer. Not so much statues. I love Chuckles. For anyone that doesn't know who Chuckles is, he is my evil rabbit bunny. One day I'm gonna paint him. This is Chuckles because of his like smile. He just, I don't know, he felt like Chuckles and it stuck. He's cool, but that's not what I would do with a 3D printer. I would make things to like fidgety things that hang off bags. I'm also this year, and you guys get to hold me to this, I am going to learn how to do like minor electronics because I want to design a handbag that lights up. I've already got it. Like, I know I've done it once before with that filament stuff, but I have plans. I would like to design a bag that lights up. I would also like to make Tori's treasure trove, which is going to be like something that somebody buys you for your birthday, and when you open it, it is going to light up with either strip lights or LED fairy lights. I don't know yet because I haven't looked into it, but it will light up and it will go, ah, and it will be my voice doing that. And then you get like presents inside. Tori's treasure trove is probably what I'll call it. And then I could probably laser engrave your name on the front of the box. So it's blah blah's treasure trove. And then it goes, ah, every time you open it. But it's my voice doing it, not like the actual angelic ones that people use. It'd be me because I'm ridiculous. So I'm going to learn how to do that. I don't know what it's called or what videos to watch or what supplies I'm going to need, but we will build up to it throughout the year so that we can design electronic-y things. I'm going to manifest my treadle sewing machine from my other house to here. There you go. See, we're manifesting. I am manifesting a 3D printer and the skills to make Tori's treasure trove box. Because if I can do that, I can add it to a handbag. Right? We are going to manifest. I might meet somebody that knows how to do it, that can teach me. I might find a course locally. I might find the perfectly explained video. I don't know, but it's gonna happen. We are gonna manifest all the gloriousness. Oh, gosh, it hurts. You can see it. It's bright red. Massaging it doesn't really help. I'm cleaning my sewing room. Oh, I love that. Have it fresh for the year. That's clever. Very clever. Good plan. Start with a fresh sewing room for the year. Mine's... okay. Mine is pretty bad. But most of it is pieces of the Mythical Box collection just scattered around the house. Like, I've got all the piles of the boxes. I've cut 6 of them. And they're waiting to be stained before I put them together. And again, I don't want to do it outside. It's all blech. It's gross out there. And I didn't really want to bring it inside because of the smell, but we're gonna have to compromise on one of those things. Virtual hugs. I love hugs. Hugs are great. Looking and making space for my cylinder arm. Ooh. Cylinder arm will be fun. I personally can't get enough of my screen machine. Although, Pixie, that's my, here, you know what? Pixie, I actually made on the green machine. I'll probably do the video there because it's a good bag for that. So, with my heat press, I always have a piece of fabric protecting the actual mat because eventually it gets, is the word grimy I'm looking for? Probably. I don't like it grimy. Do you know the second I got rid of my embroidery machine, I come up with 3 projects I wanted to do? It's just ridiculous how my brain works. The second I get rid of something, I'm like, oh, I could do this. No, I can't. It's fine. I only miss it a little bit. I love the auto button. I love this heat press. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. But any heat press is wonderful. I'd just like to point that out. You don't have to rush out and get what I have. any heat press works better than an iron. Bam. What's my machine's name again? I should make you. See, this is you. You have to say it out loud. Your manifesting has to be said out loud to the universe. I don't know who knows that, but I'm telling you. Right now, you got to say it out loud. I am manifesting a 3D printer. And I am also manifesting a lot of ads about UV sticker printers because I've had a thought on that too. I am manifesting all the crafts. I even thought, did you guys watch my Claw Lab rug gun machine? I think I want to make a very large, very ridiculous rug. But first, I need to pick the design. I need my husband to make me a frame, and I need someone who can draw to draw the design on. But I think that'll be a fun project. I'll do it over the weekend. We'll like time lapse in the corner. All the snacks. You know what? A cylinder arm's going to pop up for you on Buy, Swap and Sell in your price range within 2 hours drive of your house. And you are going to find someone that's going to help you lift that onto a ute or a trailer. And you are going to get it. And that's how we're going to do it. Or there's going to be an auction, like a closing down auction, and they're going to auction off all their sewing machines, and you're going to get it for an absolute steal. And then you're going to have a friend come and help you put it on the back of either a ute or a trailer to get it home. And you're going to purchase it on Friday, and then you're going to pick it up Sunday. It's going to have to be Sunday because Saturday you're going to prepare your space for your new machine. See, we be intentional and specific. I am going to be inspired. No, I am going to find stainless steel sewing themed charms because I'm just ridiculous about jewelry at the moment. And I would love to make a jewelry themed bracelet where I don't have to buy 1,000 of each of the charms because that's too many, people. Does anybody else love this heat press? Seriously, it's amazing. What would other people like to manifest? I would love to hear it. What else is on your list? Maybe it's something I haven't even thought of yet. I am manifesting. Okay, here you go. Here's one. I am manifesting a sewing retreat this year. We're going to work out how to do it where it's affordable and fabulous. I already know someone's going to help me with this, but I think a sewing retreat, which by the way, if we do a sewing retreat, we will do something like this because this is my new favorite like hobby thing to do. I love making these. There is actual love made in these. This is awesome. I am obsessed. If I can get it worked out, we'll do Tory treasure troves for the retreat. How cool will that be? Yes, Jane, we love heat presses. Doesn't matter what brand. Doesn't matter if it's a manual one or an auto one. They are all amazing. Makes life so much easier. Teflon sheets are your friends, ladies and gentlemen. And when they get too gross, you just turf them. Because at some point you can't clean them anymore. Trust me, I've tried. We are going to be DIY queens this year, all of us. And I am going to try and do handmade Christmas again next year. Or this year? I keep saying next year. It's this year now. Oh, you have this one? It's amazing. I am so obsessed. I can manifest a laser cutter. See, there you go. You wait for the right sale and then you buy the F1. which is Slasher, which is my little one I take to markets, because you can still cut wood on that. I just choose not to because I have the big one, but you could cut your own bag tags. You can laser engrave the metal ones. You can laser engrave zippers. You can do all the things. Bam! Watch me intentionally put things away. We are being conscious in our decisions to keep things neat. I don't know if you guys know this, but I haven't seen this for like weeks. I cleaned it all before the live, and we're going to try and keep it this way. It feels amazing. I had up the top, I could probably show you, up the top, I have all of these rolls of stuff, and I used to have them here blocking the light. I have moved them, and now we get more light. Yeah, out loud, everybody. We're doing a Tori sewing retreat. And for those that can't make it because you're international or it just works out that you can't afford it, I will pop in periodically live to say hi at the retreat. You can see how everyone's going. I think my manifest would be get a second 3D printer. There you go. It is a good, I don't know if you're loving it as much as I am, but I do love it. It is amazing. You'd never burn anything. You can preset stuff. You can just, if you've never used something, you just tell it what you're doing and it knows the answer. All the things. God, I love these. I even like the font. So these were generated by AI. It took him a while. I've decided it's a him because it takes him a while to get things right, especially pictures. Gemini is a woman, ChatGPT is a boy. I've just decided. Because I asked ChatGPT, and he's very just clinical, and he's not good with pictures in my world. Whereas Gemini is better at the flourishes, but then she went too far, so we had to reel her in, and I tried to extend the other one out. But I love these. I think they're beautiful. I love that it was Sandra's suggestion that we have the little channel that you sew between the two lines, so that you have like a sewing guide for your needle in a tag. I love them. I think it's stack of 12, wrap them in twine, pop them in the box. You can go off now. Good night, Candy. You should all make stickers and label your machines this year. They deserve to have a name. I have a cheap 9x12, 135 USD. A 9x12 what? Heat press? Laser. Oh, 3D printer, probably. There you go. Look, you already manifested it. How quick was that? Ta-da! Oh my God. Oh, do you guys know I even put the words here? Mythical collection. Next year will be called Mystical collection. We're gonna have like a 2-piece set. Yeah, okay, heat press. There you go. All the things, ladies and gentlemen, but my live is now ready for Sandra for tomorrow. I will go through, actually we could probably do it now. We'll see if there's any cool piratey themed zippers. I feel like there must be. I know I used to have them. I need to get some bag logo labels. See? Love it. We're going through the bronze ones first because I would love a bronze one. I've got mushrooms. They were from our other box. I've got some form of a voodoo doll, a horse, another horse, a leaf. It's not really a pirate vibe though, is it? Oh, the skull's a bit of a pirate vibe. We'll put him aside. I've got gum nuts. I've got Star Wars. And another horse. Or some parts. That's not it. Moving on to the next colour. They're not very organised. Let me tilt you down so you can see what's going on. Those those ones are meant to be in there. Usually I have them separated into pretty versus standards, but apparently I've been lazy. Alright. Silver's the one I've got the most. Oh my god. I think it's going to have to be silver, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but that is a pirate skull with swords. So I think we're going to go silver hardware for this. It wasn't the original intention, but that zipper could not be more perfect. And I have 2 of them. So it's a sign. If I've got 3, I can even put 2 on the outside, which would be even better. I'd make zipper pulls like this if I had a 3D printer, just FYI. I know that one's metal, but like you get the idea. Dolphins, cat, Pokemon Go, dolphins. I had to buy some dolphin zippers for a custom order, and they only come in like a pack of 10, so I still have heaps of dolphins. You know what? There's only 2, but that's okay. Fabulous. Matches perfectly. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to disappear. I don't actually know if there are any gentlemen. I don't think I'm a gentleman's cup of tea. That's fine. I'm going to go and keep making all the logos, the bag tags. I'm going to go make all of these and then bundle them up and then add them to my drawer of stuff that is ready. I can show you the drawer. It's currently a big jumbled mess, but the stuff that is ready. Because they're awesome! So obsessed with the bag tags. This was a brilliant idea. Is it a bit big? Probably. Do I care? No, I do not. It was way bigger than I intended, but I love it. So we're keeping it at that size. And everyone that's ordered a box, I've already done your custom little tag already in here. And I've done all 20 of my iron-on little bags, but I can't fill them because I'm waiting on the cards. But I should be able to get pretty far today. I'm feeling it. Remember, what you do on the 1st is what you manifest for the year. We are going to out loud manifest things that we want, and it's going to happen for us, and it's going to be glorious. I will see you all tomorrow for the live that starts at 8:30 my time. I should check with Sandra and see if I should pre-do that. Get onto it. You should all join us. Bye, guys. Boop. Missed.